So look how we smash it right here. One of the Moors posted this in big up to him, or one of my Moors sent it to me on the through the Facebook. Demise of the Archduke Ferdinand of Tyrol, founder of the collection of the imperial commissioners appointed to revise his will. On the folio, folio means the land. That's the land plat. That's the catalog that is listed in the abstract title. The occupational coup d'etat government's right to do business on the natural ancestral allodial land in lieu of paying perpetually the true landowners, i.e. the nationals. Okay? Of this ancient document is cataloged with other objects and featherwork contained in chest number 9 and is described as a Moorish hat of beautiful, long, lustrous green, gold-hued feathers bedecked above with white and red and blue feathers. White, red, and blue. Americans. You understand? This is an American headdress he's wearing. Golden rosettes and ornaments. In front of the forehead has a beak of pure gold. The term Moorish, as here applied, can scarcely be regarded as a deceptive, but one inasmuch as Montezuma, king of the Tenochtitlan of Mexico, is subsequently designated as a Moorish king in this same inventory of 1596. So all of that, with the Aztecs being Mexicans and Siberian looking Hindus or whatever you're calling them, and they was worshiping corn and cutting everybody's heads off, all of that's garbage. He was a Muslim. In 1613, its description was faithfully reproduced, and in 1621, the word Indian was substituted for Moorish. With this signal alteration, the original text was again transcribed in 1730. In 1788, however, a remarkable transformation was effected and the hat became an apron. Look at that. And the official record reads, an Indian apron of long green feathers. Look at that. You see how they reduced us Moors, you see? And you see how these Indian collaborators today is still doing the same garbage, doing the white man pale-face work for him, still trying to get us to believe that we were something that we not, and then hating because we know the difference. So again, why would they put a slave? This is from Bahamas. Why would they put a slave with a crown on, with the 3 plume feathers that we just read about? But because we done made you think that I serve, because it say I serve, this was a symbol that the slave was serving the crown. No, because the king was always the servant of the people, of the copper-colored people. So again, Moors, we can keep smashing them. We can keep throwing the dirt on the dismal crypt, but Hiram been gone. So they're holding on to stuff that obviously is obvious fiction. So if Montezuma was Moorish, you know what that means? The Aztecs was Moors. And you know what that means? If the Aztecs was Moors, that means the Mayans was Moors. And you know what that means? That means everybody in Mesoamerica that they've been telling us was corn-cutting, corn-decapitating peoples. All of them stories was stuff they gave to them when they created the Native Americans between the 15th and the 16th centuries, as is the definition in the dictionary. And they gave them this stuff while we was out here fighting for the land, because they was always just the Indian associates, because they came over here at the behest of our cousin on his grudge to shut down what Ferdinand and them was doing with the Moors over there. Because the barbarians and the Tartarians were part of the same empires and sometimes fought against each other for dominion. In the Battle of Ind in Al-Jud, that was the first time that the Moors brought gunpowder and gats to the fight. So fight between the barbarians and the Tartarians at times would bring about scientific advancements that would then be exploited by the people who would eventually take their place. So they could talk all of this fake, whatever we trying to take there. No. The first identity takers was everybody that agreed to drink the Kool-Aid when we fell from power. Everybody that agreed to it. And I'm showing you the people doing it today. They doing it today. They fighting to get African American on a birth certificate. Think about that, Moors. Think about that. With all of this information, that means they either working for the man to keep us all in the basement, or they're just willfully against Moors for no reason other than they obvious Freemasonic or whatever obligations. Because ain't no Moor ever do nothing to them.